I want to talk about sitting today and sitting with pelvic neutral. So the reference points that we want to look at with pelvic neutral, I'm going to go to put my pelvis to the side. Pubis, which is in the front, and then this marker here on the pelvic crest, which is called the anterior superior iliac spine. We're going to shorten it, the acronym is ASIS, ASIS. So the ASIS and the pubis are vertical in a neutral pelvis in sit. That means that the purchase on the sits bones or the ischial tuberosities are really kind of in the back part of the tuberosity. Typically when we lean back against a chair, we actually kind of roll into a non-neutral pelvis or kind of a tuck. During pregnancy, well, anytime, this actually puts a lot of load onto the ligaments back here in the SI joint. So during pregnancy, one of the things that I see over and over again is that transition from a sit to stand to walking can be very uncomfortable and painful. So the trick that we want to pay attention to in the day-to-day, but especially during pregnancy, is going from sitting to a stand. We want to be more mindful of it. So as you go from the leaning back against a backrest to upright on the edge of the chair, then moving into upright. And I'm going to go over that right now. So this is me leaning back against the chair. I'm going to put the pelvis in the position where I am right now. So this as is behind the pubis. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the pelvis here. I'm going to put my hand, one on my as is and one on my pubis. You can see that this as is behind the pubis. What we want to try and do to find that neutral is to get the as is on top. So I had to roll my pelvis forward to get neutral. Now in order to do that, I can't lean back against the rest. So being mindful in the day-to-day, where's my pelvis, how is my pelvis positioned, and change it up so you're getting different loads. This neutral is going to be more supportive for the sacroiliac joint. Coming into this, leaning back to here is the place where you want to start then to transition to get out of a chair. To get out of a chair, you may even want to get better leverage by sitting to the edge of the chair. Using the torso and the legs to assist, using both legs to come to a stand. The transition to a sit sometimes can be uncomfortable during pregnancy. So again, people can get pretty creative with coming to sit. But it's the same thing. We want to get the pelvis in a better position to support the SI ligaments and the SI joint, sacroiliac joint. So coming into leading with the butt to sit down, letting the legs do the work rather than the back and doing something funky. So this transition from a sit to a stand is very simple, but it can be really, really helpful in the day-to-day to allow the pelvis to be more supported. Try it and see what you think.